why now and why mid-season?
Yeah,
right. Because the Titans are unable, and Mike Vrabel has told us in press conferences that they don't do things like change play callers in season. Well, Amy Adams Strunk just changed general managers and fired hers in season. So I did want to read this text to answer the question that Bobby asked. And again, Sam and I are live. A lot of this new information flying in our face every second. But Zach Reagan, one of our great writers at A2ZSports.com, texted a couple of these notes from Tom Pelissero saying that Pelissero said the timing is to get a jump on the GM search, and also because meetings with college players would begin this month, and there was no need to have Jon Robinson doing those type of college meetings if they already decided that he wasn't going to be back with the Titans. So it's all about the future, right? So I think there's a key separation. The reason why Todd Downing still has a job and Jon Robinson doesn't is because Jon Robinson's job for the 2022 season is basically over, right? His job is the future. Todd Downing's job is the current. Todd Downing has 5 more games to get this thing figured out before the Titans most likely host a playoff game. Do I think Todd Downing needs to get the next 5 games? Sam, I said Monday after the loss of the Eagles, I think the Titans should use the next 5 games to see what they got in a play caller like Tim Kelly, because I don't think Todd Downing needs to be back next season. And maybe Amy Adams Strunk has that under her belt as well.
I don't think he will be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't think he will be. It is what you come down to. Like, changing a play caller disrupts what happens on the field. And whether it's for 1 week or for like middle of the season, end of the season, whatever, the play caller has a direct impact to what's on the field. There's not much Jon Robinson's going to do for the rest of this year. He's just going to cycle around and sign more back end guys off couches to the back end of the 53-man roster. Ryan Cowden has been in those meetings. He's perfectly capable of doing that and taking over those responsibilities and moving guys on and off from IR as he sees fit for the rest of this season. So why not go ahead and do something is coming in the offseason now and get a jump on those college meetings and maybe try and get ahead of the GM search, especially if you're hiring somebody who's not currently with an organization. You can start having those conversations whenever you need to. And I don't think Todd Downing is back next season. I think that the writing is kind of on the wall for that, and that he will be held accountable for the way that this season has played out for the Titans offense. But for right now, I think Mike Vrabel is a little bit opposed to switching play callers midseason because of how it can affect the players and the play on the field. That's a little bit of a drastic change. I also saw a comment earlier that was a question, Austin. I want to hear your take on it, see if you agree with me. Basically said, did Amy Adams Strunk consult Mike Vrabel about this before making the move? What do you think?
Based off of the tweet I saw from Aaron Wilson, who covers the Houston Texans and the NFL. Let me pull that tweet up again real quick. But based off of the tweet from Aaron Wilson, which is, as I try to reload the tweet, here's Aaron Wilson tweeted this 25 minutes ago. Mike Vrabel expected to have significant power after Titans dismissal of GM Jon Robinson, according to league sources. So that tells me, yes, Mike Vrabel had something to do with this.
Yeah, I mean, it is what I go back to what I said earlier. As much of an indictment as this is on the job Jon Robinson has done, I think this is a commitment to Mike Vrabel to be here for the long haul, to, if he gets paid, he gets a big salary bump, whatever it is. This is Amy Adams Strunk identifying Mike Vrabel as the future of the Titans, giving him power, hopefully finding a general manager that is more aligned with what Mike Vrabel wants to do with this team and where he sees this roster building from here on out. And really picking the head coach who has done more with less over the general manager that got you to contention, but never really got you to being legitimate contenders and taking the next level. So I would agree with you. That was what I was going to say, is I feel like this move from Amy Adams Strunk had to be in lockstep with Mike Vrabel and their vision for the future of the franchise together.